Hi students. So coming into the next topic is pseudocode. In previous I explained about the algorithm and also flowchart. The next topic is pseudocode. This is very useful in front of the program. Algorithm can be expressed in many kinds of notations. Those are in natural languages. Flowcharts, pseudocode, those are in the programming languages. In natural languages, you can express the algorithm, you can write the algorithm in English-like language. So you can draw the flowchart and also write the pseudocode with the programming keywords. Pseudocode is a form of structural English. It describes algorithms. So it is a compact and informal high level description program. It is very compact and informal high level description program. Before you are writing program in the form of pseudocode. Before you are writing program in the form of pseudocode. What is the meaning of pseudo? This means imitation of false. What is the meaning of code? This means instruction written in a programming language. So this means instruction written in a programming language. So finally, before you are writing program in the form of pseudocode. So pseudocode written before writing of the program. You are using the symbolic keywords in the pseudocode. So this pseudocode is a compact and informal high level description of an algorithm. It uses the structural convenience of the programming language. So these pseudocodes are an outline of the program. It can easily converted into the programming language statements. Once you can write the pseudocode of the program, so that will be convert very easily in the programming statements. So the sole purpose of this pseudocode is to enhance human understandability of the solution. So this is the purpose of pseudocode. The purpose of this pseudocode is it enhances the human understandability of your problem. Then next, uses of this pseudocode. Uses the user for planning of the program. First of all, planning the program. First you write a program in pseudocode. Before writing the program in pseudocode, first you are planning them. First of all, planning that program, and also you can write the program in pseudocode. So it is also called as program design language. So what is the name that will be calling with PDL, that is program design language. So the coming into the logical structure of this pseudocode indicates, first one is sequence logic. Sequential steps are involved in this logic. This in this top down approach of this pseudocode, sequential logic. Second one is selection logic. This is the decision making logic. Third one is iteration logic or repetition logic. These are the three structures in the pseudocode. Making the pseudocode with these three different structures. So, instructions are performed in the sequence. So, before you can write the pseudocode, so you can draw the flowchart of this pseudocode. First of all, you can draw the flowchart. After that, you can write the pseudocode. In the flowchart, you can write the statements, sequential statements. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, so on, statement n. So, sequential construction of the statements in the flowchart. So, for this flowchart, you can write the pseudocode. So, that is also statement 1, statement 2, statement 3 and so on, statement n. So, this is the construction of the flowchart. For this constructed flowchart, you can write the pseudocode in sequential manner. This is the sequence logic. This sequence logic is syntax for flowchart and pseudocode. Then next, selection. Selection is decision making logic. So, here one or more alternative paths are there. It decides the proper path from one or more alternative path in your program logic. Here, decision making logical statements are if then else and if then. So, here, so you can put the if then else. Before, you can draw the flowchart for this if then else. So, when you can check the condition, if it is true, going to be taken as the true part statement and also end of the program. So, end of the flowchart session. So, the next, if the condition is false, it will be execute the false statement part and also conclusion of the flowchart. So, here is if then else. In this if then else, true and false are including. In the pseudocode syntax construction is if the condition and then execute the sequence of statements. If the condition is false, it will be going to be taken as execution part is else. So, sequence 2 part will be executed. Then end of the pseudocode. Then next, another selection statement, that is if then only true part is there. So, here is a flowchart. So, the condition is true, it will be execute the statement and coming to the next statement execution. If the condition is false, execute the another statement part. Here is a pseudocode. If the condition is true, then it will be execute the sequence of statements and end of this decision making statement. Then next, in third, this is iteration logical statement. In this iteration logical, loops are included. Here is a first loop is while loop. So, flowchart is there. In that flowchart, when you check the condition is true, execute the statement and coming back to check the condition whether it is true or not. So, while the condition is true, it will be execute the statements continuously unless it is false, so coming down. Then next, pseudocode is there while condition. Until the condition is true, it will be execute the sequence part of this statement. Then next, repeat until. Here is a flowchart and pseudocode for this repeat until. So, this is also another iteration logical statement. So, here first of all, it will be execute the sequence of statement, then check the condition. So, this condition is false, it will be coming back to execute the sequence part of the statement. So it will be trying to make true for end of this flowchart. So this is the pseudocode. Repeat the sequential number of statement until the condition is met. This is the execution part of the pseudocode. Then next, another iteration logic for loop. So first of all, initialize the value to a. That value of a is lesser than or equals n. The sequence of statements will be executed. Again increment the value of a, that is equals a plus 1. Then it will be reaches n. It will be lesser than equals n. Then always the statements of the sequence of the statements will be executed. If the value of a is greater than n, so this condition makes false, so come out of this looping session. This is the flowchart logic. So the logic will be involved in the pseudocode also. For this flowchart, so we can write the pseudocode here for taking values from m to n sequence. It will be reaches to n, so it will be execute. It will be increase the n value of a. Value of a is increase the n, then it makes the false, then come out the for loop. This is the for loop block statement. Then next, following rules of this pseudocode. So pseudocode rules: writing only one statement per line. In the pseudocode you can write only one statement in one line. Then next, some of the keywords you can write in your pseudocode, so that is in capitalized. You can write the keywords if, then, else, then next, for, while, do while, repeat until. These are the keywords. So here is the keywords. So compulsory these keywords are capitalized. So the next, that means you can use some of the symbolic keywords in your pseudocode construction. These are the symbolic keywords. So you are going to be write the program after completion of this pseudocode. So you can write these keywords in your program also. So what are the keywords you are using in your program? So that may be used in this pseudocode also. These are the some of the symbolic keywords. So this particular pattern to show hierarchy, high to low order. This pattern of this pseudocode write in particular pattern. So this indicates flow of the sequence, flow of the decision making, flow of the looping. So when you can write the flow chart in sequential order from top to bottom, statement by statement you can include. So you can write the decision making. So when it is true, it will be execute some of the statements. So when it is false, it will be execute another part of the statement, and this branching statement will be indicates either forward or backward also. Then next, in the looping construction, it will be statements will be executed repeatedly. In the iteration purpose, you can write the looping statement, that is while, next repeat until, and also for loop. So repeatedly execute the consecutive number of statements in these symbolic keywords. So that means this indent means particular pattern will shows the hierarchy order. So complete this session. Thank you, students.